All right, 1998 Ford Ranger, 4x4-wheel drive, manual transmission, 3.0 liter V6 engine. All right, I'm doing a changing out the transfer manual transmission fluid here. So it's a good idea always to crack open the fill plug like I just did prior to make sure that you can fill it up. And the size of that socket you would need is 3/4 inch socket. I used an adapter on it, and it's and then the bottom one, the drain plug, you're gonna need a 13/16 socket. You might want to get yourself some catch pans to catch the fluid. I don't know if the previous owner changed it. Heck, I don't even know if he had filled it up, but he claimed he had replaced the clutch a ways back, but I'm not too sure. And I just want to know. I've put about 3,000 miles on this vehicle, and I just want to be safe. I want to know, so I change it. And everything came out pretty good, and the fluid is actually a nice color. So to his credit, I think he probably did change it. Well, it's going to get changed again, and it's going to have brand new nice fluid in there. Brand new nice spanking new fluid. So I'm just going to let it drain slowly into here. Comes out pretty much with a lot of force. Total time on this job so far, it's taken me 1 minute. I'm timing it because I'm on the clock, meaning I got things to do after this. But this truck has treated me pretty good. 3,000 miles later, give or take. I've done everything from putting in a radiator fan clutch to a water pump, full exhaust, including the catalytic converter, full tune-up, plugs, wires, gas filter. Cleaned out the throttle body and the IAC valve, new fan belt, flushed the radiator coolant, replaced the thermostat. Alrighty, so while that's draining, I'll show you what's here on the. So on the drain plug, it's magnetic, so you will see some transfer of metal particles from the transmission as you're grinding and shifting and missing gears and catching gears and skipping gears and doing all that you do. So I'm looking at it here. Well, I guess the magnetic on this plug is doing what it's supposed to do. So anyway, that's what it looks like. I'm going to wipe that off. The best I can. Yeah. Now, the previous owner had these bolts pretty loose, so I actually didn't even need them sockets. If you noticed, I literally, by hand, pretty much loosening things up. So it's good to check over your vehicles, folks. When you buy something used, especially in this case, 25 years used, if my math is correct. So. Yeah, 24, 25 years old. There it is, Ranger. But can't complain. Can't complain. It's 4-wheel drive. Oh yeah. I think it looks pretty good. I'll just snug her back up in there, like so. According to the owner's the Chilton's manual. It says snug. I don't have a particular, so I'm just gonna snug it up. Just like the old manual says. I believe this case is aluminum, so don't need to be stripping out anything. Cool. That, and then I do a half a turn, and then I'll check for leaks. Drain fill. Yeah. Time on the job so far is 4 minutes, give or take. And the camera seems to still be working. All right, so that's done. Product I'm going to be using today is this STP automatic transmission fluid, multi-purpose ATF, rated for Mercon Dextron 3 Ford vehicles. So that's what the boys at the local auto store, parts store said to use, and the manual verified it as well. So, and it goes, and it says 2.8 quarts is recommended. I'm gonna fill it up till it's leaking out. I currently, I recently been flushing out the power steering fluid box on this thing. Did 3 power steering fluid changes on this vehicle. Power steering pump is a little bit whiny, so I been flushing it out, and it's quieted down a little bit. I don't know if you can see this, but there's this adapter pump that you can throw on the bottle to help make things easier, and it has this length of tubing to help access the put it up there in the fill tube. So this will make life easier. I've used it on, hopefully I'll be able to get it up underneath there. I use it a lot when I change the differential fluids front and rear on my other vehicles. I got a Jeep Wrangler, if you notice that in my other stuff. I use the same tool. So here you go. It's in there. And let's see. It shows right now I'm just above 3. I'm at 3.5 quarts. So I'll make a mental note of that. Put the tube in there some more. Get her in there. And in there, son. And start pumping. Oops. Don't get crazy now. Get in that hole. Alright. Let's try it this way. If you're still with me, you guys are a good audience as I fumble along here. But as you can tell, it appears not to be rocket science changing your transmission fluid. So far, it doesn't appear to be rocket science. That would suck if this pump don't work right. So I have to find out how to get transmission fluid up in there. So word to the wise, maybe test your equipment before you do such a thing. But I think I'm having transfer. Let me put it up a little higher. There we go. Yeah. Having a little cavitation, meaning oxygen in the line, so you want to get it a little bit higher than the hose. Wow, this is great, huh? Look at that. Pump, pump, pump. Who's counting? I'm about 20 pumps right now. Get a little drip out there. I know you ain't full yet. Ain't anywhere near it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, guys, you get the gist of how this works. I might have to do some other alternative method on this, but it seems to be working slowly but surely. Just got to be patient here with the pumping action. Snug up on that. I wonder how much would they charge at one of them oil change places to do something like this. I couldn't imagine. I guess if your time is worth a lot of money, then go ahead and take it to them. So far, I'm about 10 minutes into this job. If necessary, I can put this in another container if I am not able to suction up from the bottom of this, if that is the case. So I do have other ways of doing something. This is what we call a primary alternative contingency emergency plan. So I'm going to probably have to do that, and I'll shut this camera off. We'll call it a day. Man, that's pumping in there, it's just slow. The pumper's, the man who's doing the pumping is pumping slow. And I need a quick little break. Alright. Okay, guys, so that's the meat and potatoes of it. You're gonna pump it till you start to see it flow out the hole, the fill tube a little bit, or 2.8 quarts as per manual instruction. Alrighty, now you guys have yourself an Ablecraft day, and I'm still just 12 minutes shy into this. So I think you guys can do this too. If I can, you can. Take care of your stuff. Have an Ablecraft day like I was just saying. See you on the next one.